Good morning, my dear students. In the previous class, I taught you what are fat soluble vitamins, isn't it? Today, let me tell you what are the water soluble vitamins. In water soluble vitamins, first comes vitamin B1. Actually, what are water soluble vitamins? These water soluble vitamins cannot be stored in the fat cells. They are water soluble vitamins. Now vitamin B1. Vitamin B1 otherwise called thiamine. This thiamine is widely present in wheat, sprouted pulses, eggs and liver. The deficiency means lack. Lack of vitamin B1 leads to the disease called beriberi. Beriberi means degenerative changes in the nerves, the problem in the nerves. Muscles also become weak and leads to paralysis. Paralysis means complete or partial loss of muscle function. So the deficiency of vitamin B1 leads to beriberi. Next, vitamin B2. Vitamin B2 is otherwise called riboflavin. Vitamin B2 is otherwise called riboflavin. It is chiefly present in milk, liver, green leafy vegetables, whole grains and eggs. The deficiency in the vitamin B2 leads to riboflavinosis, otherwise called chillosis. Chillosis leads to irritation in the eyes, dry skin, inflammation of the lips. Sometimes it causes fissures in the corners of the mouth. And next comes vitamin B3. Vitamin B3 is otherwise called niacin. Vitamin B3 is otherwise called niacin. So this niacin, lack of niacin leads to the disease called pellagra. Before that, let me tell you which food items this vitamin B3 is present. It is present in milk, eggs and liver. This vitamin B3 is present in milk, egg and liver. The loss of vitamin B3 leads to pellagra. Pellagra is what? Inflammation of the skin. And also it leads to the problem in the memory loss and also diarrhea. So inflammation in the skin, diarrhea and also memory loss. And next, vitamin B6. Vitamin B6 is otherwise called pyridoxine. What is that? Pyridoxine. This vitamin B6 is chiefly present in fish, eggs, grains and cereals. Suppose if this vitamin B6 is not taken in right quantity, it leads to dermatitis. What is dermatitis? Scaly skin. And also it leads to nervous disorder. Nerves are affected. That is what we say it as dermatitis. Dermatitis means scaly skin, the skin problem. Okay, and also it leads to the problem of nervous disorder. Then next, coming to vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 is otherwise called cyanocobalamin. What is that? Cyanocobalamin. This cyanocobalamin is chiefly present in milk, liver and meat. Suppose if vitamin B12 is not taken in right quantity, it leads to the disease called pernicious anemia. What is pernicious anemia? Decrease in the RBC. Red blood cells become less count of red blood cell. Okay, and also the degeneration of the spinal cord. And next, vitamin C. This vitamin C is otherwise ascorbic acid. Vitamin C is otherwise ascorbic acid. This ascorbic acid is present in citric fruits like gooseberry, lemon and orange. Lack of vitamin C leads to the disease called scurvy. Scurvy affects the gums of the teeth. The gums will be swollen and bleed. This is a disease called scurvy. This happens because of less amount of intake of vitamin C. And also, this lack of vitamin C leads to delay in healing of wounds. That's about vitamin C. Next, coming to minerals. Okay, under minerals, there are two kinds of nutrients. They are macronutrients and micronutrients. Actually, you should know what is mineral. The minerals are inorganic substances required as an essential nutrient by organisms to perform various biological functions necessary for our life. They are the constituents of teeth, bones, tissues, blood, muscle and nerve cells. Today we will see under macronutrients calcium, sodium and potassium. And under micronutrients we will see iron and iodine. First macronutrients calcium, sodium and potassium. This calcium is very much necessary for the bones and teeth. This calcium only make up or build up the bones and teeth. This calcium is present in milk, egg, fish and cabbage. This calcium is a constituent of bones and the enamel of teeth. Not only that, clotting of blood and controls the muscle contraction. This is important for clotting of blood and also muscle contraction. The next one, the deficiency of calcium. If deficiency of calcium leads to osteoporosis, the disease called osteoporosis. Osteoporosis is what? Affecting the bone. Osteo means bone. Porosis means pores. Pores is what? Holes. The holes in the bones. The poor skeletal growth and also bone deformities will be there in case of deficiency in calcium. So, after 30 years, the bones become very weak, isn't it? So, to avoid that, intake of calcium should be done properly in right quantity. And next coming to sodium. This sodium is present in the common salt. This maintains the normal fluid balance and also this is very important for neurotransmission. Nervous neurotransmission. What is that? The information from our sense organs are carried to the brain only through the nerves. So the nerves carry the information, that is the nerve impulse. Nerve impulse are carried throughout the body. That is happening with the help of the common salt, the sodium which you intake. The lack of sodium leads to leads to muscle cramp and also nervous disorder. Okay, next coming to potassium. This potassium is present in banana as well as citric fruits. Citric fruits are what? Gooseberry, lemon, orange, etc. So this citric fruits, banana and then nuts, whole grains and sweet potato. Okay, so this potassium is responsible for proper muscular activity. It regulates the nerve as well as muscle activity. Okay, then micronutrients. Under micronutrients, we'll see iron and iodine. The sources of iron are spinach, dates, nuts and fish. The important component of iron is hemoglobin. The iron increases the amount of hemoglobin content in the blood. Suppose if the iron is not intaken properly, it leads to the disease called anemia. Anemia is a disease which affects the productivity of the red blood cells. That is giddiness. Always feel the giddiness. That is the anemia. And next, iodine. Next micronutrient what we are going to see is iodine. It is present in the iodized salt, common salt which we intake, and also in the seafood. And this iodine is responsible for the formation of thyroid hormone. What is a thyroid hormone? Thyroxine. For the productivity of the thyroxine, this iodine is very, very important. Suppose if the thyroxine is not secreted properly, it leads to the disease called goiter. Goiter means swelling in the neck part. So this is caused because of lack of iodine content. That's all about iodine. This iodine and iron comes under micronutrients. Calcium, sodium and potassium comes under macronutrients. Macronutrients means we must intake more amount to our body. Micronutrient means less amount is enough. Okay, adequate quantity of nutrient is enough for our body. So this iron and iodine are coming under the micronutrients. Thank you.